So, what if you had an AI research assistant that only uses your information and never ever makes stuff up? Well, that's the promise behind Google's NotebookLM. It's a tool that's, radically different from the AI chatbots you're probably used to. Let's break down how this thing can become your own personalized expert on literally any topic you throw at it.
Ugh, we've all been there, right? You're deep into a project and your screen just looks like a complete mess of open tabs. You've got meeting notes in one folder, some crucial articles saved somewhere else, and that one key YouTube video you just can't seem to find again. It's like a digital scavenger hunt just to get your own work done. And then you've got the trust issue with general AI. You ask it a question, and it fires back this incredibly confident-sounding answer that is, well, completely made up. This is what we call an AI hallucination. And for any serious work where accuracy is everything, that's an absolute deal breaker.
Okay, this brings us to the secret sauce, the core concept that makes NotebookLM so different: source-grounded AI. Now, instead of pulling from the entire vast internet, a source-grounded model bases its answers exclusively, and I mean exclusively, on the documents you give it. This is huge because it just dramatically slashes the risk of the AI inventing facts. This right here is what makes NotebookLM a fundamentally different kind of tool. It is not trying to be a know-it-all, not at all. Instead, it's designed to become an expert on one thing, and one thing only: your information. And here's where that philosophical difference really starts to shine. While a general AI chatbot is pulling from the kind of messy, huge internet, NotebookLM's knowledge is completely walled off to only what you provide. And here's the really critical part. It gives you automatic inline citations for every single answer. You can instantly click and see exactly where the information came from, which is something a general chatbot just can't do. Steven Johnson, who was right there with the project from the start, he just puts it perfectly. With NotebookLM, you're not just asking a generalist AI a random question. You're actually building a specialist, an instant expert on your specific content. So how does this actually play out in the real world? Let's take a look at how NotebookLM goes from this cool concept to a seriously powerful research assistant that can help you manage your most complex projects. First off, it is incredibly versatile. You can feed it almost anything: PDFs, Google Docs, links to websites, and even the transcripts from YouTube videos and audio files. This lets you pull all of that scattered information into one single centralized place. Okay, let's paint a picture, a real-world scenario. Imagine you're a project manager, and you've just been tasked with a brand new campaign. The information you need is, of course, all over the place. You've got notes from meetings here, the official project plan over there, documents from a similar project you did last year, those analyst articles your boss sent you, and, a brainstorming doc that's just full of raw ideas. How in the world do you synthesize all of this? Well, this is where NotebookLM basically becomes your superpower. You upload all of those scattered files into a single notebook, and the AI, it reads, it digests, and it connects the dots across all of them instantly. And here's the payoff, the magic moment. You can ask it to generate actually useful documents from all that chaos. Need a high-level briefing doc for your VP? Done. How about a project timeline based on the meeting notes and the project plan? It can do that. An FAQ for a new team member joining the project? Bam! It pulls the answers directly from your sources. But honestly, one of the most surprising features is the audio overview. It can literally turn your research into a personalized podcast. And it's so simple. After you upload your sources, you just head over to the studio panel, click Audio Overview, and let the AI do the rest. It really is that easy. Like Steven Johnson says, the result is this really engaging, kind of mind-blowing audio conversation about your own documents. Imagine listening to a summary of your research papers or project plans on your commute. It's a totally new way to interact with your information. Okay, so the basic features are pretty impressive, but the real power of NotebookLM is unlocked when you go beyond the default settings and start really customizing the outputs to fit your exact needs. Look, if you don't give the tool any specific direction, it'll often default to a pretty familiar structure, and the outputs can feel a bit repetitive. The key to unlocking its full potential is to tell it exactly what you want. And you have a surprising amount of control. For that audio overview, for instance, you can ask for a critique of your sources or even a debate between two AI hosts. Want to test your knowledge? You can set the difficulty for quizzes. But a custom prompt? That's where you really take the wheel. So instead of just asking for a summary, you could ask it to summarize these documents for a non-technical audience, focusing on the key business implications using an optimistic but realistic tone. See the difference? All right, here are a few quick pro tips to really get the most out of it. First, source quality is everything. The classic saying, garbage in, garbage out, is especially true here. The better your source documents, the more insightful your results will be. Second, save your work. That chat window isn't permanent, so when you get a response that's pure gold, save it as a note so you can refer back to it. Third, if you happen to hit the 50 source limit, don't worry. A simple workaround is just to combine several text files or PDFs into a single document before you upload. And a final tip for collaborators. If you're using Google Docs, remember to resync them inside NotebookLM to pull in the latest changes from your team. So this is a crucial point, knowing when to reach for NotebookLM and when another tool might be better. It's not meant to replace everything, but it is designed to excel at a very specific set of tasks. Think of it this way. If you're doing academic research and you need a rock-solid citations, or you need to synthesize a whole bunch of documents, NotebookLM is the perfect tool for the job. But if you're writing code or just brainstorming from a blank slate, a more general tool like ChatGPT is probably a better fit. And whatever you do, don't underestimate its power. A single notebook can handle up to 25 million words. That is an enormous capacity, far, far exceeding what most other AI chatbots can process at one time. It makes it perfect for those really large-scale projects. So let's just recap the key takeaways here. Use NotebookLM when you need deep, accurate analysis of your own documents, when you absolutely need answers backed by verifiable citations, and when you want to find those hidden connections across a ton of material without any risk of AI hallucinations. Ultimately, NotebookLM isn't just a tool for finding answers. It's a tool for deepening your own understanding. It's all about turning your raw information into actual knowledge. So the only question left is, what personalized expert are you going to build first?